Hello and welcome back everyone to the second section of this deep natural language processing course, that is transform raw data into machine under stable format. In this section, we are going to take a look at how to install TensorFlow environment. Then we will import our dataset and create dictionaries and lists. After that, we will clean text for questions and answers. Then we will filter out our question and answers and create 3 dictionaries for mapping. Next, we will add tokens to dictionaries and create inverse dictionary. And lastly, we will translate and sort all the questions and answers. Installing TensorFlow environment. In this video, first we will take a look at how to install Anaconda distribution. Then we will know about how to create a virtual environment. And we will do everything step by step. And finally, we will install TensorFlow in that virtual environment. So without further ado, let's get started. To install Anaconda first, go to Google and then type Anaconda. Then go to the first link and then here click download. And here you can see there are 2 versions of Anaconda distribution is available here. One is for Python 3.6 and another is for Python 2.7. And it's available for Windows, macOS and Linux operating system. For Windows and macOS, this is a graphical installer and it's very easy to install. You just need to follow the steps. And for Linux user, first you have to download this .sh file. Then here click this link, that is how to install Anaconda. And after that, you will copy these lines for Python 3.6 version and paste it to the terminal. So now I am opening my terminal and paste it. Then you just need to follow the steps and it's very easy. Just type yes or enter and do the following things. And then Anaconda for Python 3.6 is installed in your computer. Then we will create our virtual environment and we will create our virtual environment for Python 3.5. Remember, we install Anaconda for Python 3.6. Here we will downgrade our Python version to Python 3.5 because Python 3.6 have some issues. So for Linux and Mac user, open up the terminal, and for Windows user, go to the bottom left corner of your screen, click Windows button, and in the list of programs, find out Anaconda and then Anaconda prompt. This is equivalent to the terminal. So now we are all in the same state. Now we will create our virtual environment. So let's type conda create -n, then give a name of the virtual environment. Here we give the name of our virtual environment. Let's say chatbot, then space python is equal to 3.5 space Anaconda. Click enter to run this command. So now it's create a virtual environment that names chatbot for Python 3.5 version. I am fast forwarding this video. So now we have to activate this virtual environment. For Linux and Mac user, to activate this virtual environment, type source activate name of the virtual environment, and Windows user just type activate then the virtual environment. So I am here in Linux. Let's type source activate chatbot. Now you can see we are in the virtual environment, that is chatbot here, and in this virtual environment now we will install TensorFlow. So let's type pip install TensorFlow equal 1.0.0. So here we will use TensorFlow 1.0.0 version for our chatbot, and then it will take some times to install all the important packages in TensorFlow. So now you can close the terminal. So if you are a Windows user, from the program list find out Anaconda Navigator, and for Linux and Mac user, in the terminal just type Anaconda Navigator. Then it will open up the Anaconda Navigator. Here one important thing you have to remember is that in applications on text box, you have to select chatbot instead of root. Here in this Anaconda Navigator, our choice of IDE is Spider. Here we will also recommend you Jupyter Notebook. It's a great IDE for also doing natural language processing and deep learning tasks. So first in Spider, we should upgrade this IDE, then we will launch it. So this is the Spider IDE. Here we will close this file and then open a new file and name it chatbot.py, and I created a folder in my desktop that is deep NLP chatbot, and here I will save this chatbot.py file. In this Python file, we will code all these things to build our chatbot. And finally, now I am giving a good title for this Python file, that is building a chatbot with deep NLP. So that's it for this tutorial. This is how you have to install TensorFlow in a virtual environment in Anaconda distribution.